All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever felt like the whole world of cryptocurrency was, built for someone else? Like for the coders, the Wall Street traders, or the finance pros? Well, today we're going to tear down that wall. This is your guide to building digital wealth, and you don't need any kind of tech background to do it.
It's a really common feeling, isn't it? You hear these words, wallets, smart contracts, blockchains, and it just sounds like a secret language. The source material for this explainer puts it perfectly. It can feel like you're on the outside of an exclusive club. But what if I told you the most important principles for success have absolutely nothing to do with that jargon? So, consider this your official invitation inside. What we're doing here is designed to give you the clarity and, more importantly, the confidence to actually get started and turn all that confusion into real, concrete action. Because here's the truth. Success in crypto isn't about some complex formula or trying to time the market perfectly. Not at all. It's all about simple, repeatable habits. This is for the teachers, the artists, the small business owners out there. It's really for anyone who's willing to just learn the fundamentals. Okay, so let's start by just cutting through all the noise and confusing language. We're going to break down the only 3 concepts you actually need to get your head around to begin your journey and to do it safely and intelligently. First up, what even is a cryptocurrency? Look, forget all the super complex explanations. At its very core, it's just digital money. It's money made for the internet. And here's the crucial part. You and only you are in control of it. You don't need a bank acting as a middleman. So what makes it so secure? That's where the blockchain comes in. The best way to think about it is like a giant public record book. Every single transaction is a new entry in that book. And because everyone can see it and it's cryptographically linked together, once an entry is written, it's basically permanent. You can't just go back and erase it. That's what creates all the trust and security. And finally, you're going to see a few different types of crypto out there. It's actually pretty simple. You've got coins, like Bitcoin. They run on their own custom-built blockchain. Then you have tokens, which are built on top of existing blockchains. Think of them like apps on your smartphone. And then there are stable coins. Their whole job is to hold a steady value, usually pegged to something like the US dollar. They're designed to not be volatile, which makes them super useful. And that's it. With those 3 categories, you've basically got a map of the entire crypto landscape. So now that you've got the basic lingo down, let's talk about building a strategy. And listen, you do not need to become a day trader glued to a screen 24/7. The most powerful strategies are almost always the simplest ones, focused on consistency, not on complexity. The absolute cornerstone of this playbook is a strategy called dollar cost averaging, or DCA for short. It sounds a little technical, but it is dead simple. You just invest a fixed amount of money, say $20, $50, whatever, at regular intervals, like every single Friday. You do it whether the price is up or down. This little habit automatically makes you buy more when prices are low and less when they're high. It completely removes emotion from the equation and builds incredible discipline over time. Okay, so where does that money go? Again, let's keep it simple. The source material suggests a really balanced approach. The bulk of your investment, we're talking 60 to 80%, goes into major established assets. Think Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're kind of the blue chip stocks of the crypto world. Then the rest, a smaller slice, can go into what are called altcoins, basically any other crypto project that you find promising and have done a little research on. This simple split helps you manage risk without overcomplicating everything. But how do I research those smaller projects? Great question. You use this brilliant 3-minute framework. Just ask 3 simple questions. Number 1, the problem. Does this project actually solve a real-world problem, or is it just hype? 2, the people. Is the team behind it transparent and credible? Can you see who they are? And 3, the proof. Do they have a working product or actual users, or is it all just promises? If you can't get clear, simple answers to these 3 questions, you just walk away. It's that easy. Now, I really need you to lean in for this next part because it is absolutely crucial. In the world of crypto, there's a saying, you are your own bank. Now, that's incredibly empowering because it means you have full control, but it also means you have full responsibility for keeping your assets safe. Your assets all live in something called a wallet. Think of a hot wallet like the wallet in your pocket. It's an app on your phone, it's online, and it's convenient for small amounts you might use day to day. A cold wallet, on the other hand, is an offline hardware device. Think of it like your personal bank vault. It's the absolute safest place to store your long-term savings because it's not connected to the internet. Okay, quick question for you. In our modern world, where pretty much everything is digital, what is the one piece of crypto information that should never, ever touch a computer, a phone, or the internet in any way, shape, or form? This? Your wallet's backup phrase. It's a simple list of 12 or 24 words that can restore your entire wallet on any device, which means anyone who gets their hands on this phrase has complete access to all of your crypto. It is the master key to your digital vault.
So here are the rules, and please hear me on this. These are non-negotiable. 1. You write it down on physical paper, not a screenshot, not a file on your computer. Paper. 2. You store copies in at least 2 secure, separate, physical locations. Think a safe at home and a safe deposit box. 3. You never save it on your phone or computer. And 4. You never, ever, ever share it with anyone, no matter who they claim to be. Period.
Okay, so you've got your strategy. You know how to keep your assets safe. The final piece of the puzzle is all about your mindset. This is the part that allows you to ride the inevitable ups and downs of the market with confidence instead of with fear. I absolutely love this analogy from the source material. It's just so perfect. Think of building your crypto wealth like planting a tree. You don't panic and dig it up every single week just to check on the roots, do you? Of course not. You water it, you protect it, and you give it time to grow. Long-term thinking is how you win this game. This little table here, this is your unemotional framework for how to act. When do you buy? Well, you buy during the dips, or you just stick to your regular DCA plan. When do you hold? You hold during the slow times when you still believe in the project's long-term potential. And maybe most importantly, when do you just pause? You pause when the market feels crazy and uncertain, or when you feel yourself getting emotional. Hitting pause is an intelligent strategy. It is not a sign of weakness. Because ultimately, this is the goal. We're not here chasing short-term hype that's going to pop and then disappear tomorrow. We are using simple, proven frameworks to build sustainable digital wealth that can actually last. So with these simple frameworks for understanding, for investing, for security, and for your mindset, you are now honestly more prepared than the vast majority of people who are jumping into this space. The only question left is, what's your first simple, deliberate step going to be?